last stream of the tonight. This is broadcast brought to you by Gamers United Past and Present, a new and upcoming Facebook group, and soon to be Instagram group as well. Once I get finished, kind of doing a no game over streak, and this is part 4 of the Castlevania series, and subsequently the name of the game is Super Castlevania 4. I feel confident that this streak should be able to continue after this game. I don't think I'm going to get a game over, but we'll see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get this thing going. There's a lot of Castlevania games, console and handheld. This one ranks pretty dang high up there. I would say easily in the top 5. I know it shares space with Symphony of the Night, which is really good. Castlevania 3 is high up there on the list for me, which I played last night. I also really enjoy the last DS edition called Order of Ecclesia. And this one fits in there too, in that category with my favorite Castlevania games. It's hard to say which one is better than the other because they're all really good in different ways. So we'll just say it's up there in the top 4 then. First couple stages in this game aren't really too much of a challenge. They're pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Usually I don't start running into potential slight problems until around level 7. Sometimes 7 can give me trouble, but usually it's okay. And it usually only gives me trouble because I'm doing speed runs, and that's not the purpose of this. I mean, I'm not going to be lollygagging too much, but I'm definitely not going to be trying to do a sub 40-minute run by no means. I'm not doing that tonight. The whole purpose of this video is to keep my no game over streak alive, so that's what I'm going to be trying to do. This is as far as difficulty goes, this is one on the easier side of the Castlevania universe. It's not the hardest game. There's going to be parts that are challenging, absolutely. And the last stage is really tough. It's a tough stage. There's a lot that you have to go through to get to that final battle with Dracula. Hey, Joe. Welcome back, sir. You pulling double duty with me, man. I appreciate it. Maybe John and Henry said he'd probably be here again too. Oh, hey Aaron. Welcome. This is still Joe to my no game over streak. I'm not doing a alright, Reduce, I see you there now. Only took you to hit me twice before I realized you were there. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, not doing a speed run on this. I'm just doing my a no game over streak. I'm trying to keep that intact. Well, I could have got that pork chop there, but it's okay. Alright, one boss down. How was your guys' day today? Work hard? That really only probably applies to Aaron. I know you didn't work too hard yet. Yeah, me too. I'd like to hear this music done like orchestra style, which it kind of is already. So like a real live orchestra doing it. I bet it would sound amazing. Really, the first one, John? There might even be something like that already, Joe. That'll be something to look up. Oh, so you were doing Super Mario World 2, I'm thinking then? Or, yeah, Yoshi's Island? Oh, not that baby. I'm sorry. Super Mario Land. Okay. Yeah, that game was kind of different too. First Mario Land game on Game Boy was a little odd, but I still really enjoyed that one though. I can finish that one. I got you, Skyrim. You listen to him, Bobby Boucher. That game is the devil. Super easy boss there. They don't even take your hearts away from you. Continue on with the ones you had. You stop that right now, Bobby Boucher. Foosball is the devil. 1,200 hours? Oh my god. First step. And then there's the, what is the 10-step plan? Where she has to basically convert herself to a Christian. Unless she's already there, which, you know, could be. No judgments. I knew there was a life up there somewhere. Yeah, could be it too. There's guides on Google, Joe. That can help her if she's having problems. Oh God, that's too funny. Bad at the game and has addictions. That's terrible. Oh, so is it 1,200 hours like combined between all three consoles? That's still a lot of hours at 400 per console. That's wild. I can see Aaron standing in front of a group of people, all kind of twitching and nervous. Hey, my name's Aaron, and I have over 1,200 hours logged in Skyrim, and then everybody just does this audible. Ah. so I really can't say anything, because I've probably finished this game 400 times, so I'd be right there next to her and be like, yes, I have over 1,200 hours of playtime logged into YouTube, playing the same 20 games over and over and over again. Y'all are crazy. What, Skyrim? Jesus. So I guess you'd be right there with us. Hi, my name is John, and I have a couple thousand hours locked in Skyrim. I am 3 days off the junk. Oh, World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, okay, that'd be your thing then. How many days sober are you, John? Apparently, Erin's currently binging because Joey's unouted her. You got your sobriety chip? He always jumped off the side there. Y'all are not doing this to me like y'all did to me with Rondo the other night. That's not happening. Ah, damn. I don't think you get a chip for 0 days, guys. I'm sorry. But Erin, listen, the last thing I'm going to say, and you too, John, since apparently you've got an issue too. Listen, there is help out there for people like you. There's programs. Here the last week and a half, my ass has been puckered way more than it should be, man. Hopefully that doesn't cause problems later on. Playing all these ridiculously hard games. And actually making it harder because I have the idea of not wanting to break this streak because it's gone for a long time in both games already. Yeah, but I don't think that's an option anymore because she actually died. You remember they kind of went over that when they were trying to get the sea people out of her gut, you know, because Cartman was grazing a group of sea people. Ooh, that was close. Almost lost right there. Alrighty, 3 stages down, 8 to go. Ugh, the grind. this little section right here is kind of tricky. That little platform is spin with you when you land on it, so you have to be quick. No messing around. At some point when I get older, that's going to start becoming a problem for me because I don't make that jump as clean as I did, 10 years ago. So I see the diminishing play skills that I have. Not quite as sharp as I used to be on these things. Alright, this little mid boss here is pretty damn easy. And every boss in this game is pretty easy with the boomerang, I believe. Yeah, this next whole last section. I'm planning on going all the way to the end. Yeah, stage 6 is the beginning of Castlevania, really, or the beginning of the castle. So I'm going to try to play this thing to the end. I should be able to do it about the same amount of time it took me to just do Mega Man 9, probably about an hour and some change. Maybe less, maybe a little bit more. It's about an hour run time for me usually. I mean, I'm 17 minutes in, I'm in the middle of stage 4, so it's going okay so far. The last couple levels are a little longer. Stage 5 is insanely short. It only takes about 2 minutes to get through it at most. Because there's no boss and the stage is just short. Well, my only problem with that, John, is that I don't have what I need to stream, and all honesty, that's the only main console that I'm missing. But yeah, I don't have a way to stream those. I wish I did, and soon I will. Soon I'll be able to stream all my Nintendo systems and some of the older PlayStation stuff and other things that I have. But I just currently, with my current internet connection, which is I guess probably enough, but I don't have a functioning PC at the moment, nor do I have a capture card. But as soon as I have a PC, or at least a functioning one, I'll be doing those. I thought this was the coolest room ever when I first saw this stage. $150, yeah, that's about right. I bought a real decent laptop a while back that lasted for a good long time. It was a Toshiba Satellite, which Toshiba's not the best known name brand, but it was very good for what it cost me. It was a very good laptop. I kind of have had pretty good luck with Dell hardware too. Yeah, capture card. Oh, the capture card being 150. Oh, well, that's not bad because they're usually a lot more than that. They're usually in the 200, 250 range usually, I believe. Yeah, but I'm gonna have all that stuff set up sooner than later. I feel like if I can alternate more of my games, I could probably have a few more people interested in watching. Because God forbid if I ever start streaming Mario and things like that, that'll be pretty cool. Most everybody loves Mario. I don't mind if it's used as long as it works, That's the main thing. I just need functioning equipment. If this thing ever gets bigger and bigger, I want some good, stuff that works and the potential to draw more folks. But I'd love to be able to stream some Mario games though, because a lot of the early ones on that I was pretty good at. I wouldn't mind streaming Super Metroid also. I've never finished Toe Jam and Earl. Listen, I have a Genesis and I had a Dreamcast whenever, towards the end of its lifespan, which really its lifespan was only about 2 years. But they're good, but I'm not that much of a Sega person. Alright, 4 stages down. We're getting close. Well, not close, but getting close to halfway. I may have a day off tomorrow night. I may try to do like 3 nights, take a day off, 3 nights, take a day off. Today's my third night doing this in a row. So going through Mega Man 7, 8, and 9, and Castlevania 2, 3, and 4 in 3 nights is not the easiest task to continue to stay focused on. Yeah. My dad chose Genesis over Nintendo whenever he bought the first console. But for Christmas a year or two later, he did something really freaking nuts and crazy, which I will never forget it. But my dad took, John, I don't know how much you remember, but I'm sure Joe probably does. My dad used to love to do surprising things that would surprise you. And anyways, this is what he did. That Christmas, I believe it was 93, probably 93. Yeah, 93 Christmas is when it was. Opened my gifts, and one of my gifts was a TV. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I'm on TV. And the other the other real big gift was Nintendo NES system, the original. So my dad was like, hey, you want to get it set up? Let's see how it plays. I'm like, all right, let me get everything situated and put the TV where it needs to be and everything. And I go to open up the damn Nintendo box, and it has a freaking Super Nintendo inside. My dad, somehow or another, got the box from whatever store he got that system from, switched all the insides out, put in the insides of the Super Nintendo that were still wrapped in their plastic. And the box, I didn't see that it had ever been opened. It looked like it was perfectly fine to me. But then when I opened it up and pulled it out, there was a damn Super Nintendo in there, and I about lost my shit that day, man. I had no idea I was even getting a TV and a console, much less, a TV and a current, gen console with the Super Nintendo being still big at that time. Man, I won't never, ever, ever forget that Christmas. That was, one of the most memorable Christmases for me because it just totally shocked me. But it was also cool to think back on it, like, wow, Dad really went out to make that big old surprise happen because, man, he made a kid's day that day. I was just on cloud 9 for a long time. And just thinking back on it, just such a cool memory, man. Such a very cool memory. I know I damn miss my dad a lot. Even after 5 years, it's still hard. Because damn, we argued all the damn time, but shit, Dad was always there for me. Always made sure I was taken care of, no matter what. And there was days where I couldn't stand being around him because he was so damn hard when I was younger. But yeah, he was there for his family. He always was there for his family. Uncle Robert had a Super Nintendo? I didn't know he even played games. Yes, absolutely. Did Uncle Robert have the Super Nintendo, or was that like Eric's thing? I don't remember Uncle Robert playing games, but I wasn't with him a lot during the 90s. Most of my memories with Uncle Robert was 80s and early 90s. Wow, I didn't know that. I had no idea that he played games. That is nuts. Uncle Robert played Mario Kart? Jesus. Okay. That's nuts. My mind is blown. I would never see Uncle Robert. Imagine him playing Mario Kart, for crying out loud. Jesus. That's pretty cool though. That's a good thing. That's cool to know. No, he never did work. He never did. Did he ever take y'all to town? Did he ever do that one time? Because the Uncle Robert I know is a freaking hermit. I mean, I'm borderline hermit, but I work at least. And I do go to the store if I want something. Yeah, I can't believe that. That is nuts. Oh, you wouldn't go with him? You know, the whole almost 6 years that I worked at the Pig in Donaldsonville, from 2010 to 16, I think it was. I think I maybe saw him in that store one time, and I was full-time plus employee. I worked overtime most weeks, but I never saw him come. Not very often, maybe one or two times at the most. I don't know what happened to Unc at some point, but I don't know if he's been like that his entire life or not, but as long as I can remember. But I do remember him staying with us when I was like 5 or 6 years old for a little while when we were living in Brinson, Georgia. He actually worked with a farmer named John Bridges. Yeah, he's different looking, ain't he, Joe? Skinny as a rail. He hasn't gained any weight at all. He has maintained being super slim. Me, if I just look at a donut halfway, boom. I have to draw the build in a notch, Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely looks, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. He's always kind of had that hippie mentality a little bit, doing you know what, but that's how they all looked when they were super young. They used to be slim and, looked like they were pretty well in shape, took care of themselves. And for the most part, most of the uncles have never really got too big. I think my dad was probably the biggest of all of them, and he wasn't that huge. I mean, not nowhere even close. They've all kind of take care of themselves. We haven't had real big people in our family, not really. At least not blood related anyway, so I guess our metabolisms are all pretty good. We're all freaking crazy as they all get out, but yeah, I think our metabolism is just fine. Yeah, we did. Does he? I haven't seen Unc in a while. Not probably in the last 2 years, other than seeing him and his wife posting pictures of food that she cooks for him every night. Yeah, I have. Miss Deborah. First time I remember Miss Deborah, we used to play a Facebook game called Farmville, and she was very, very far into it. She was my highest level friend on that game. Her farm was well above everybody else that I played with, And that's my first memories of Deborah. Cool person. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of remember that. It seems like there was a night, like one of those nights he was supposed to come and I was there with y'all. He never made it. Then he wound up coming the next night, I think. I hated that I missed him. This is the stage 6 boss. I'm going to take a quick intermission, real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, that was a halfway through break. I think Cookie might be needing a break too. She's sniffing stuff in the room, which makes me think she needs to go outside, but there she is, hopping in at the bottom of the camera. They saw you. They saw you. Alright, stage 7. Those guys there take a few hits to kill. They're kind of pains. The only part of this stage that I find kind of troubling is the next section here, where you're dealing with all the stairs and all the books trying to fly after you and the gargoyles. That's a little bit of a tricky spot for me, but the rest of the stage is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So we're going to try to get through it without too much trouble, hopefully. Hopefully. But these gargoyles have different ideas. Okay, that went pretty well. I can take the one hit.